Evening, guys. So, got another Quiz Your Biz, the second one today, just going out now. And this is a very special one because it's Lizzie who wanted an evening slot specifically. So, she's asked for an 8 o'clock appointment for me to quiz her about her biz, and she should be on in just a moment. Reese has just messaged me as well to say, where's this live video? Well, this is the one. So, here you are, Reese. You should be able to see this very soon as well. And as soon as Lizzie gets here, I'll be able to add her to the feed as well. So there's Reese. Hi, Reese. And Chris is on as well. Hi, Chris. And a couple of others on there too. So should have Lizzie on in a minute. So this is going to be a weekly interview with another business person in the group and finding out all about their business. And tonight it's going to be all about Lizzie. Thanks, Chris. It's very good lighting in here, but thank you. Hi, Reese. Lizzie, where are you? Hurry up. So we're going to be doing this on a weekly basis every Friday. So I think there's one lined up for next Friday where Chris will be interviewing Darren and finding out all about what Darren Stratwick does. Have I pronounced that right, Chris? I'm not sure, but I hope you've got a good set of questions, Chris. I know Darren is rather exclusive himself, so there's lots of questions, and Lizzie is in here, so hopefully I can add her now. Bringing Lizzie on camera now. That is adding her now. Chris, you are on with Darren next Friday, so Friday the 13th, appropriately. You will be on with Darren, so yeah, Jim, it is Quiz Your Liz. Wow. Oh, that's amazing.
Do I look the part?
Wow.
Carry on.
I just can't get over your eyebrow. That's amazing.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. It's very impressive. Did it take you long to practice that?
Quite a while, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. And what glass of wine are you on at the moment, Lizzie?
I am on this rather beautiful. It's a blend, actually. It's called Far From the Crowd, which is a bit like me, really. Do you want me to take it off? Is it distracting?
It is very distracting, to be honest.
Oh, hang on. There we go. Back to normal.
I thought you were in a tuxedo, Lizzie.
I know, but it's too hot.
It is a little
and I
bit
also
warm
can't
tonight,
find.
yeah.
I can't find the dicky, but I have no idea where it is. So
That sucks. How many glasses of wine have you gone through tonight already?
not many. This is my first one, and I am not very far into it. So it's been a bit of a weird day today. So I'm quite late getting started, but we're here.
Okay. Good day?
My kids have been ill, and I've been to 2 emergency appointments today. So yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, not the best one. But
No,
okay.
it's all right now. They're in bed. It's all good.
Yeah, good to hear. So, Lizzie, tell us about your business.
Okay, so everybody should know by now that it's wine, I hope. Other than that, they just think I'm an alcoholic, which would be partially true as well. Well, tell me, Dan, how do you choose wine when you buy wine?
I'm not the best person because I don't buy a lot of wine, but when I do, it's the one with the fancy labels that are going to be the most impressive for whoever I'm buying that wine for. Be that a competition for networking, or be that for a partner or whatever, then it's always, what's the fanciest looking bottle for about 7 or 8 quid.
Okay, fair enough. So essentially what I do is take all of the mystery out of that, because you never really know when you're looking at a label. It might look fancy, but it might be total bollocks inside the bottle. I've got a dog here now. So what I do is take all of the hassle out of that. Essentially, my club, go away, Lottie, it's your personal shopper for your wine. So we have a set of top connoisseurs that pick out new wines for you every single month to try. So you get something new to try every single month. It's always gorgeous. If you don't like it, we'll send you something else for free. And if you do like it, you can reorder it. So essentially, that is it. And so we deliver gorgeous wine. So I showed you the other one, red one like this. So they do actually have quite fancy labels. And then
Nice.
we send you tasting notes as well. So like this. So they tell you all about the wine, a bit from the winemaker, but also what to cook and eat with it as well. So really what you can do is have a dinner party and act like you know everything about wine and you're really intelligent. So yeah, that's what we do. But the best thing
So
is,
what sort of things does it say on there?
it tells you there's a message from the winemaker. It tells
Sure.
you a bit about how it was made, where it came from, how to serve it, what it smells like or what it should smell like, and what to pair it with, so what to cook and eat with it. So yeah, but the best thing is, so this is premium wine. It's good stuff. But any customer that joins the club, if they refer 3 other people, they will get their wine for free, not just once, but forever, as long as those 3 people are still a part of it and still receiving their wine. So free wine, you can't really go wrong with, especially when it's this good. So that's it, really. The other part of what I do, it is a network marketing business. So if anybody doesn't know what that is, basically it's one of those pyramid scheme things that's not actually a pyramid scheme because it's not illegal. So basically anybody that wants to build a business can bring in other people to do the same and bring in customers. Essentially what the company is doing is saying, we've got this great product and this great service. We will pay you to recommend it to other people. And then we only think it's fair that if they then go and refer other people as well, because you were the originator, we'll pay you for that as well. So you can build a massive organisation and earn loads of money.
That sounds pretty good. So that is part of the wine thing as well. It's all together, right?
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
rather
let me make
than
sure I understand.
miracle
So
shakes and potions, rather than miracle shakes and
yeah,
potions, it's wine, which is slightly easier to sell.
I bet, yeah, that does sound a little bit nicer to me. Even as a non-wine drinker, that sounds like a no-brainer, really. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
as
is. It's a big
a
market.
normal customer, yeah, yeah. So I think there's a bit of a delay, so I keep talking over you. I don't mean to. Apologies.
It's all right, it's fine.
So yeah, as a normal customer though, then somebody gets their wine every single month, and they pay a subscription amount, and all they've got to do
Yeah.
is find 3 subscribers,
Yeah.
3, and
3.
then they get free wine forever.
Yes.
That sounds pretty good.
It is.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
And then everyone kind of, yeah, if you don't drink wine, you know 3 people that probably would, right? So
Exactly. Yeah.
it's, yeah. So what got you
It's a
into wine?
no-brainer. Well, the one thing I say when people ask me this is I have 3 children. So wine is quite a big part of my life. I was actually in another
Yeah.
business that was a miracle shakes business. And left that for a number of dramatic reasons that we don't need to go into here. But I was kind of looking at going back into corporate and follow a load of people online. Obviously, there was this one guy that was always very intriguing to me. He had this massive beard. He was very sort of straight talking about the industry, took the piss out of it a bit. And I thought, I like this guy. So I reached out to him and said, what do you do? And he said, wine. And I signed up there and then because I'm reckless and irresponsible. But there you go. It's paid off.
Yeah, and how long have you been doing it now?
Since October, so it's quite new to the UK, which anybody that knows network marketing will know that getting in early is always an exciting thing. So yeah, I started it just after it came over here, which was in October, so nearly 9 months now. We are open over here in the US, in Australia and in Germany, and I've got a team in all of those areas now, which is also very exciting. So international businesswoman that doesn't have a clue what she's doing. So yeah, it's all good.
Great. And how big is your team? Good. All right to ask that?
So I have, yeah, of course you can ask that. I have 6 personally sponsored by me. But obviously they're all sponsoring other people as well. So I've got kind of organisations growing in each of those countries. So I wouldn't be able to tell you how many overall. Um, but yeah.
Sure. And can the
Stephen's
people that
hearting
you
laughing.
recruit earn? Sorry.
It's all right. I'm being distracted by the comments.
There was quite a lot of comments already. I mean, there's 10 people watching, which I guess thinks quite a lot because they obviously want to hear about your wine, and it's a good time to start getting on it, I guess.
Indeed. It's Friday. Friday rhymes with
Yeah,
wine.
absolutely. Um, yeah, so I'd ask people about a case study about how someone you've brought in, or someone that maybe hasn't done it before. Have you got somebody that had no idea maybe, and that you've helped kind of along the journey, and could describe how they come along?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a few examples of this really, because there's loads of different people that will come in for loads of different reasons. So people might come in because they just want to earn a little bit of extra money and pay for the holiday next year, or they might come in and they want to earn 30 grand a month. It's kind of whatever you make of it. But I've got one lady that came in, she was in another company. In fact, she's done several other companies, never seen any success with any of these things before. So your typical person where people are like, these things don't work, they're a scam. Um, and she came in, she was it was her last go at a business. She loves wine, which helped. But she's growing her organization, and it's so nice to see when someone's not had any success before. She's done it entirely online, no kind of going out and knocking doors or cold calling or any crap like that. So yeah, she's been really successful. And I've got another person in Australia that's never done anything like this before, who is also, she's just hit the ground running. She's brought loads of people in. It's amazing. From a customer point of view, we've got people that have kind of never liked a particular kind of wine. So Chardonnay is a great example for me. I used to hate Chardonnay. I thought it was gross. But it turns out I was just drinking really, really bad Chardonnay. Um, but I had a message from one of my customers the other day that said, I really don't like Shiraz, but this month's Shiraz is amazing. So, yeah, it's just having someone else pick out the right quality wine for you is, it takes the kind of lottery aspect out of it. It's, you always know you're going to get something good.
Yeah. And what sort of money can people actually make out of this if they were like on your team? And is that, can you give us
Yeah.
any kind of idea of figures about someone on your team might make?
Yeah, of course. So, I think the disclaimer here is that it's all dependent on a load of things. Anybody can be successful if they follow a step-by-step process. It will take longer for someone if they've not got a very wide network already, if then can't commit a certain amount of hours. So if you want to build a really credible business, between 10 and 15 hours a week would be a good guide of what you'd need to commit to it. So, I've got people that are earning a couple of £100 a month. There's people in the business that are earning a six-figure salary. It's really what you make of it and how long you're prepared to stick with it. So it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It will not happen overnight. It will not happen within a month or 2 or 3 or even 9. If you're prepared to stick with it for a year and just do some consistent work every single week, probably after a year you could get it to kind of a full-time salary. Kind of point. 5 years, you can build something really big. 10 years, you can build something even bigger. It's all about staying power, really, and it grows exponentially. So it'll start off really, really, really slow, and then all of a sudden it just skyrockets. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's many, many people doing a small amount of activity that makes a difference. So being duplicatable is really important. So that's where I'm always really honest that I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know a huge amount about wine. I don't really know how to be an adult human being, but I'm seeing success with this because it's just a really simple process that if you follow step by step, you'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And what does your normal day-to-day day? Is every day different? Are you just coaching people every day? What does it look like?
A bit of everything, really. So I focus on a number of main activities to grow my business. So they are prospecting, so finding people to talk to about the business. So I'll speak to a specific number of people per day. I burnt through my warm market really quickly at the beginning, so I'm mainly cold market now. So I chat to people on LinkedIn. about that, creating content, so posts, blogs, things like that, which I'm not very good at doing, but do that when the mood strikes. Following people up, so anyone that's shown an interest before. And then team building things as well. So just coaching my team as and when they need me. We've got a really good training site that tells them exactly what to do. So I don't have to spend a load of intensive time training someone because we've got a system that we can plug people into that's really duplicatable. So I'm really there just to support and answer any extra questions. So yeah, I probably do that in a couple of hours a day. But if you add in all of my pissing around on Facebook, then it takes me a bit longer.
Yeah, and Facebook can be very distracting. I think in like any
Mm,
industry, like it's like super distracting. When you're trying to use it for marketing as well, it can just fill your
yeah,
day, right?
exactly. I need to work harder on
Yeah,
that, but
yeah. I think we all do. Um, so can you give us 3 tips for picking wine? Or yeah, maybe 3 tips for what wine that you choose yourself, or how would you go about that?
so I would say don't always go for the cheapest thing, but don't necessarily always go for the most expensive thing. I would say try a load of different grapes. And see which ones you kind of like. Don't go for really cheap ones though, because they'll all just be shit. Go for like a medium kind of, 8 quid bottle. Try some different grapes and see which ones you like. Then you can start playing around with that grape and try other wines within that. So be a bit, I guess, a bit adventurous in terms of what you're picking.
Sure.
That would be my first one. So find the grapes that you like. Um, Second one would be probably, oh, do you know what? I don't know because I don't even know that much about wine. Second one would probably be join my club because it's amazing and it does all that for you. Go to wine tastings though as well because I throw free ones for people that join me and that are my customers because I want to help them get their wine for free. Um, but we throw wine tastings, so we show people how to do a wine tasting, so how to like look at the wine, smell it, see what you taste. Don't ask Adam to do that because he'll say things like screen wash and Daz. Um,
I saw a
and
post about it the other day. What was that? What
yeah,
you guys went to a
so
wine tasting together?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
a business. Essentially, it was an event that I qualified for, but I was allowed to take guests to. So I put a post in here actually to say, does anybody live in Surrey that likes wine that wants to come and spend a couple of hours at a vineyard with me? So I don't have to be by myself. So Adam said he'd come along. So it turned out to be absolutely hilarious because everything smelled of screen. I was like, yeah, this smells quite floral, and he's like, yeah, it's washing powder. So, but yeah, it was
Yeah,
great
I don't
fun.
think Adam drinks much, does he? So,
No,
did you see Adam drunk?
no. I wasn't even
Shame.
drunk. I was very, very good because I was driving back. I think people think as
Sure.
well you have to drink loads and loads of wine to be able to do this, and you absolutely don't.
Yeah.
I only drink on a Friday and Saturday night normally, unless I have a really stressful day, in which case I might move one of those early in the week. But 2 nights a week I drink half a bottle.
Yep.
You definitely don't have to be a raging every night wine drinker to be able to do it. I have people on the team that don't even drink wine and just give it away. It's kind of like if you could make 7 figures selling dog food, you still wouldn't eat it.
No.
So yeah, my dog
Cool.
is hilarious.
Right.
So
Let
yeah,
me
what were my
scroll
tips? So hang on,
through.
I had
Yep.
3 tips. So the first one was try
Yes.
different grapes and then explore the
Yep.
ones that you like. The second one was go to a
Yep.
wine tasting. I will do one for free if you are one of my customers. Um, and the third one, what would be the third one? I don't know. I don't have a third one. Sauce.
Okay. Cool. So let me. As one of the clients that gets the wine each month, you said you can like. Can you refine down to more of what you like and less of what you don't? Is that
No,
kind of funnel you down? No.
no. So you will always get something new every single month. It
Yep.
will be from different regions, different grapes. You can reorder it if you really like it. And if you do get something that you're just like, I don't like this, it's just not to my taste, then they will send something else to replace it for free, even if you've drunk it. So it's kind of guaranteed in that sense. Because I think people worry, they're going to send me something that I haven't chosen that I might not necessarily like. I've
Yep.
not received a bad bottle at all. But if you do, not a problem, they'll send you a new one.
Cool. And if you just drink red wine or just drink white wine, do you still get
Yeah.
both? Or
No, so you get a choice of how many bottles you want each month. So it's either 3 or 6, and then you can have all red or all white or a mixture of both. I get asked loads about rosé and about bubbly, and I was speaking to the president of the company last weekend, and that is coming. So that's exciting as
okay.
well. Yeah,
Watch this space. Okay.
yeah.
Nice. So let me see if we. There's a load of comments that I haven't been able to read because it's been all happening too quickly. Everyone's too excited, I think.
Yeah.
So Jacob said, "Go Lizzle the Bizzle." Um, lots of hellos from lots of people. Uh, Emma said, "Be honest, are you on the wine yet?" And you said you just started your first glass there. Adam said he's been fasting for 22 hours already. Is it him just seeing the weird eyebrow? No, Adam, that was a real proper eyebrow. I think it's going back on now. There we go. um, Jacob said, "We love Lizzie." And Emma likes you more without the eyebrow.
Oh, okay. I'll remove it.
Da, 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 Reese Smith thinks you need to start drinking wine. Well, you know who to speak to now, Reese. So drop Lizzie a message if you want her to help guide you through that. And Gemma said, "Can't wait to go home and drink wine now." You're a bad influence, Lizzie. Do you get that a lot?
Yeah, I am a bad influence. I can't deny it.
Yeah. Mike said no, the answer was going to be children, being the reason you started the business. And Mike said he also needs to talk to you as well, so I'm sure he will be in touch with you
Cool.
too. Is it
Anytime.
best for people just to message you on Facebook, or
Yeah.
is there a business page that's for people to follow along with? Or
No, just message me.
yeah,
And yeah, I can share any information. I think someone asked for a link as well, so I'll put. We've got a website that tells you all about the business that we've created rather than just the business one, so I'll pop that in the comments after.
cool. That'd be great. And I think your name should be above, tagged a couple of times as well. So anyone can just click on your name and then send you a message
Yeah.
to find out more about it. Dan Craven said, "Is LinkedIn actually useful then? I've tried it to build a network, but it's never taken off for him."
Oh, yeah, I love LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. The
Yeah.
best person to speak to about LinkedIn is Helen Pritchard because she got me into LinkedIn. I didn't even have a profile when I started, and I now have quite a big network on there, and I get quite a lot of views on my posts as well. So Helen Pritchard is the person to speak to about that. But yes, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I think I've got like a few hundred people on there, but that's about it. But I've never used it myself, so
Oh,
it's
you
just
should
speak to
Dan.
Helen and follow her
Yeah, speak to
instructions.
Helen Pritchard.
Yeah,
Yes, she does various webinars and things. So yeah.
yeah, great. Anyone else with any other questions? We're just working through the comments now, so please put them below. What else have we got? William Eccleston, can you put a link up? So yeah, I think that's going to be a
Yeah,
link
I'll
coming
pop
up
one.
to your stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
soon. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I think that was kind of the questions I wanted to go through. Anything else you can tell us about the business? Maybe some interesting wine facts.
No, not really. Oh, I can tell you an interesting wine fact actually, because I learnt it the other week.
Yes,
So
please.
if you hang on, I'm gonna have to pour another glass for this because I finished already. So this is how you tell whether a wine has a high alcohol content. So if you swirl it round a bit, and then you'll
Sure.
see, you won't be able to see it here, but it has legs. It's what's called legs. So where you see the drips coming
Okay.
down and they stay, you can tell that it's quite a high alcohol content wine. I thought that was really
So
interesting.
the longer the legs, the more the alcohol?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, if it's low alcohol, it won't have legs.
I see.
Yeah,
Nice.
how clever am I?
No, very clever. I'm very impressed.
Good.
Um, any other wine facts or any other questions for me or Lizzie or her extra eyebrow? Anything coming up there? Nothing more on my side. So what do you see for the future of your wine business, Lizzie?
So basically, I'm going for world domination.
Yep.
My aim in the next 5 years is to build a six-figure income, and buy a big house and work from home the whole time. So yeah,
With a big
that's my
wine
plan.
cellar, I assume.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I saw. Didn't you set yourself a challenge to do something within a year or something, and you're
Yes.
doing really well?
So
Tell us about that.
I want to get, well, I have to get to the top rank in the company by September, which is when I'm going to New Orleans for the event. Um,
Sure.
and I need three more business partners in order to do that. But my forfeit was because I decided to do a live to say that I was going to do it, and if I didn't, I was going to run up and down my street naked. I really don't want to do that. So I have to get another three people by
Yep.
September. And that will be the top rank in the company. I get to walk the stage. It's going to be amazing. So yeah.
Wow. And how many people are in the company? Is it going to be quite a big show
Yeah,
event?
so I went to Vegas in February for the last one. I was probably one of only maybe five people from the UK there, so that was exciting. There was maybe 1,000 people there last time. There'll probably be double that this time because it's obviously in a load of extra countries now. I'm
Yeah.
staying in the Aussie house because I'm going by myself, so they're going to adopt me and look after me. Um, so yeah, there'll probably be a couple of thousand there, I would have thought. Yeah.
Yeah. And how was Vegas? That sounds awesome.
It was amazing. It was really good. So we had they do some training, so they do a full day of training, and then we had a big party as well with wine tasting, and they kind of hired out a whole bar for the night before. Yeah, it was really, really good, really good. Loads of wine.
Yeah.
People were being sick and
Nice.
all sorts.
Oh, wow.
Not
Yummy.
me, because I'm highly responsible.
Did you do many of the shows and the gambling stuff there as well, or were you just there for the wine business and out?
Um, so I was too scared to gamble. So I didn't. I just watched everybody else gamble. But there was the opportunity to go around and gamble. It was in the Hard Rock Casino. Um,
Nice.
Vegas is amazing. I've been before. I would go again because I've still not seen everything that I want to see. But yeah, we're in New Orleans this time, which again is going to be a real experience. So.
That sounds very cool.
Oh,
Mike said he
Mike.
wants to go to
Yes.
New Orleans with you.
He can come with me. I've not even booked my flights
Yeah.
yet. So yeah,
Yeah.
if anybody wants to join the business, then feel free to come to New Orleans and look after me.
Yeah. There you go, Mike. Sold. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you can tell us about your business, Lizzie, before we go?
No, it really is that simple. So we deliver great wine to people and we help people make money with wine, and that's really about it.
Awesome stuff. Right, I am going to let you enjoy the rest of that bottle of wine and maybe another
Okay.
one, depending on how many you've got left.
Yeah.
But have an awesome weekend. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
anyone that needs to speak to anyone about wine, this is the girl. So get in touch. Cheers, guys. No nights.
Bye.